Everyone, welcome back. Welcome to a very cold morning at the plot. I've literally got an hour here this morning, so I might do a slightly different vlog this week and do like over the weekend because I'll have a little bit of time here and there. So I thought maybe better off just to do it that way. But I've just popped here today, just this morning, because I really needed to fix the leak in the shed roof because it's meant to be really heavy rain over the next few weeks. So I just wanted to get that fixed before it causes any other major problems. I managed to get this rubber covering that my mum used for her shed, and it has done so well for her, and she had loads of cut off of it. So I'm going to fix that. I have been up onto it already, and basically where the tree has been growing, it's been growing into the roof, underneath the like the felt cover. So I know a few people said not to cut it down during winter, but I've had to, and there is no other option. So all the bits that I don't care about dying, I've cut them down, and I'll leave the pruning until the warmer weather. So I'll quickly go up and show you. I have cut some of it down already, but I'll go up and show you kind of the damage it has done. So as you can see, it's just gone in and just taken it. It's all these like little bits here, and as they're growing in, so I'm just going to cover it all the way across, because here as well the wood is pulling away. So I'm going to pull it all the way over and staple it across here, and hopefully it should hold it. But yeah, it's not great. Just realised I forgot to show you the fabric. So this is what it is. It's like a super thick rubber, and basically it's small enough that I can staple through it, but it's thick enough that it takes quite a lot of damage. So it's done really well up here. So I tried to pull it as tight as possible. So I keep getting hit with twigs here, and it should just roll off anyway, and I'll just check it every now and again just to make sure that it's not all piling up and all the water, and if it is, then we'll have to look at something else. But it's doing okay. The only bit I have to do now is along this side and about halfway towards the back. So the issue I'm having at this side is that these trees, so I really need to get to this area. This is a shared area, which is why I've kind of left it to the last, but I'm gonna have to get in now and kind of just take all of these trees down, because it's starting to get underneath the shed and causing some issues as well. So I'm probably gonna do that Sunday, but as you can see, I need to be able to staple this down, and I'm just worried that the wind is going to catch it if I don't. So I'm going to try and staple it down as much as possible. I have got somewhere, I have got some patio slabs, so I'm going to try and find one of those and just put it into the corner if I can, and that should hold it down for now. It shouldn't be too heavy where it will press against the roof. That should be okay, but just to hold it down until Sunday at least, when I can get someone else over to help me as well. So I'm just going to try and finish off as far down the back as I possibly can, and see how we go. Okay, so I think that's it for today, because I do also want to pop to Wicks to buy a strimmer today. I know it's really like the wrong season to be trimming grass, but it's got really out of hand, and I'm hoping that as it's not meant to rain today or tomorrow, tomorrow afternoon I should just be able to come down and give it a quick trim, even if I manage just to get the first couple, like just a little bit done, that I can start kind of planning it out, because I really need to start getting a better idea of kind of how I want the plot to look and where I'm going to put things. So that is my plan for winter, is to kind of build everything so that when it gets to spring, summer, I'm ready just to put stuff in the ground, rather than wasting time trying to build stuff when the weather's nice. Just get it built in the winter. If I get wet, I get wet. It's as simple as that. Or if I get cold, I can always wrap up. It shouldn't be a problem. So that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with my strimmer, and possibly do a bit more digging as well, and try and finish the fruit cage, or at least get the compost moved to one of the beds. I've got loads of cardboard, so I'm going to cover it all over, move some of the compost to the beds. I've also got a big IKEA bag as well that we found while moving, so I'm going to try and disperse some of the compost, and then I can at least move the bag so I can get the last post in, and that will enable me to get the rest of the netting up around the cage as well. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Hi everyone, so back at the plot. It's now Sunday. I got the smallest amount done yesterday. I literally just finished off the roof, so I didn't think there was any point in filming that. So what I have done today is I brought my strimmer over, and it's actually worked on the majority of the grass. So I've cut down a lot of the grass in the first bed that I'm going to sort out, and when I moved the panel that was on the fence off, I just chucked it onto one of the beds, and it did such a good job. I didn't actually realise, but it did such a good job of stopping the weeds coming through. So I'll show you what I mean, and then all I've done is covered it up at the moment with the cardboard that I've got and the compost. So I'll quickly show you that. So this was the panel here, and it was on under all of this. I don't know if you can see it because of obviously the grass that I've cut, but it managed to stop a lot of the weeds coming through. So I've just put down as much cardboard as I possibly can, and this area is completely covered in cardboard, and I've overlapped quite a few of the spaces. So and then just put some of the compost over, and this will be, I think, where I'm going to put beans across the front here and here, and have like a little walkway in the middle, and maybe plant some lower ones just at the front of the beans as well, and maybe across this front panel here. But yeah, I'm just going to quickly finish off this. So as you can see, just a cut of the grass, and starting this bed off as a no dig, it just looks so much better already. I'm really pleased actually, because it was starting to get me down a little bit with how messy the plot is. Like, I'll show you kind of another area over here, but just to cut the grass and start laying the no digs, and I'm really happy. So I'm going to give this a little bit more time because I've got some other cardboard I need to bring down. So I'm going to leave that on there probably maybe for another week, let it suppress the weeds and like the grass around the outside a little bit more, and then when I come back I can cover that all up with take that off, cover it with cardboard, put the rest of the soil down, and then I'll move this to another spot, probably to here, and kind of start the process and make it part of that's going to help suppress the weeds. So I do need to take out this blueberry bush, and there is a raspberry bush here as well that I want to try and save maybe, but the rest of this will just turn into a new bed. So yeah, super pleased with how this is coming along. I think what I'm struggling with at the moment is keeping on top of the plot, because I think it's classed as a double plot here. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and stick to trying to sort this side of the plot out first, and then we'll move on to the other side, because I do want to get the polytunnel all sorted. I know it's winter and it's windy now, and it's probably not the best time to put up a polytunnel, but even if I can just get the area kind of sorted, because I want to put a bed in front of it, try and make a little pathway that goes into it. I found it really difficult getting in and out of the polytunnel before, so I'm going to make a little pathway before going and make that my flower area, and then I can get all my bulbs in before, well, now kind of thing, before the spring. So and then hopefully that will look really nice for next year. And even if I then need to wait for the polytunnel to, well, the weather to get a little bit less windy, wait for the wind to die down a little bit, and then put the polytunnel up and do it that way. So yeah, super pleased, guys. So I've just literally gone around and I've just cut all the grass kind of from here all the way across as much as I could. It does now look like my plot is just all grass, but it's just where it's obviously gone onto the beds, and it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna change a lot of things anyway. But this is where the flower bed's gonna go. So here, so that's where the polytunnel will open, and then the idea is to have a bed that goes down here and across kind of halfway kind of up there and back down again, almost like an L shape, and then it will just give me better access, kind of keep all of this clear to get into the polytunnel, because this is all I had last time, was this tiny little bit, which was fine, but if I had anything big or I lost my balance, I would like fall into here. So I think this is going to be a better kind of option. So I think that's it for today, guys. I know it feels like I have, or probably seems like I haven't done a lot, but just getting it nice and tidy has made such a difference. I'm going to go home and start planning properly now of where things are going to go for next year, and then hopefully next weekend, providing it's not raining too much, I can start building the flower bed, get those bulbs in, and that will hopefully clear some of the compost as well, so I can finally move the bag and put the last post in, and then I can get the fruit cage finished. So that will be a big win if I can get that done. I just really want to finish it now. It's been ongoing, I feel like, for over a month, so really want to try and get that finished. But it's looking lovely and neat and tidy, and I feel like I know I have a place to start now, whereas before it was very overwhelming, didn't really know what to start with first, or how to plan it out, because I couldn't really see how much space there was, what's already a bed, what isn't, and kind of what needs to be cleared. So yeah, I'm gonna go home and start planning, which will be lovely and exciting, a nice fun part as well, in the warmth of my home, because it's now the sun's gone in and it's starting to cool down quite quickly. So but have a lovely week. I hope your weekend's been nice as well. Let me know below what you're planning on doing over the winter as well. I'd love to hear what you're doing. So yeah, take care, bye.